So look at this safe way I've pulled out a motor. I'm just pushing down on that, and goodness, it's like 4 or 6 inches off the ground. And that's just dangling from a chain from a hacked up doghouse with one 2x4 kind of holding it together. And what I'm hoping to do is drop the back of that block down onto the engine hoist. Hopefully I can flip it back the right way. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it came close to the house, didn't it? Hey, what's up, kitty kitty? Did I cut your big cat house into pieces? Yeah, sure. Right. You want me to cut your tail shorter? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, guys, this is how I'm going about cutting apart this other RV. We sawed the body off in 2 sections. There's the front section. The walls are already gone off of it. And this is what we're left with here after stripping the carpet out. I think it'd look cool to drive it down the road like that, wouldn't it? Pulled the other section off right there, and well, praise God, it just sat there and didn't roll over anymore and to hit the house. So if you want to know what's inside the walls of these, look at this 2-inch foam board here. Let's see, we got, looks like a stainless steel because it wasn't really that bad rusted. This thing's had considerable water damage. So from there on the way to here, maybe almost 8 feet before you got another support stud. Yeah, I would have thought there'd have been one there, but not a happening. There. So about every 8 feet apart in the wall. Well, here's another one before you get to the bathroom. I decided to leave the toilet there because I might need to go to the bathroom while I'm working on this or something. But yeah, I mean, that's all that's in the wall of these things. Not very much. No, I didn't. I wished I had filmed pulling this all off of here, but this right here is all that's in the wall, holding all that 2-inch foam board, air conditioners up. If something hits your side, it's coming right through. The couch was right here, and obviously there's the seat belts, and it was just secured to the floor with just straight up screws, not even any bolts like in the other RV sitting over there waiting for this to happen to next. Guys, after this stuff though, I wouldn't have another motorhome. Definitely not that I was going to take on the road anyway. I mean, I'd have one for storage or something like that, but yeah, they're made so cheapy, on the cheap, that everything you care about is protected by 2 inches of styrofoam cup, basically. I mean, there's nothing there to help you in the event of an accident at all. Everything is designed to kill you dead. So yeah, I'm gonna hack all this here apart. You see, there's no metal that goes vertically along the body or anything. I mean, you see, there's no metal that runs horizontally through the skin or anything like that to try and provide any real reinforcement. Just has some of this 1-inch tube steel to hold it up, because I mean, if they'd have used actual lumber to hold this up, well, it wouldn't take long before that was gone. And I'm not going to film me tearing all this down here, but I'm just going to cut it up into manageable sections and throw it in the trash. I know, you're like, so what are you doing with that there? Well, I'm going to cut the rest of the body off of it from the underneath side and do the same with that, cut it up into pieces. And the frame here, this one's going to be made into a trailer, because I put brand new tires on the back of this thing when I was on the road doing construction. Well, I'm done with this hunk of junk. And I tell you what, those people that have told me that I needed to get a Chevy, well, I tell you what, I wish I could have showed you the videos of me stuck on the side of the road with this piece of junk Chevrolet. But when this section here came off, it was actually surprising. We had cut through most of the support and all, and it's just kind of hanging out there. But I thought I was going to be pulling this aluminum rack off of the roof here, you know, to scrap that. So I took that up to my good old van here and just gave it a good old wank, and all of a sudden I thought I was pulling the whole thing over. But the body broke loose and came off instead, thank God. And then I gently tugged just a little more, and well, like I was saying to my friend that was helping me out with that earlier, it usually don't happen. Things don't usually just go kind of pretty much perfect for me. They're usually fairly difficult. So, I mean, it came that close to the house. So, and you know, there's a window. So, thankfully it didn't come crashing through that, because yeah, that would have been no good. So this is something you definitely don't usually see. And my buddy was definitely getting a big learning experience on these things after this. But if you want to scrap these things, I just say you better have something like a small excavator, medium excavator, or a backhoe or something, because if you just do this all manually, it's not worth it. Not worth it. So the story on this here is got this stuck in the yard back in January or whatever, and locked up that big old turbo 400 Chevrolet automatic Slushmaster. So I've pulled this thing back here to finish removing all this crap, and I got a burn pit right over yonder to dispose of that in. Well, the wood anyway. So here's where the couch was sitting. I mean, the seat belts are at least bolted down to this rusted metalwork. I don't guess that really is stainless, just not all of it was rusted, but it's rotted out pretty bad. Right here you can tell real good. Ouch. Cut. But anyway, that's where we are with this thing today. Today's the 26th of May, 2019. So I'm just pulling this off by hand. It's a little heavy to do it one-handed, but both my shoulders are good out anyway. So my point with that is I shouldn't be able to do that. It ain't strong for crap. I'm not sure how that's tied in, but I'll get up there later with the saw and hack it out of there. Alright, so I took the van and shoved this thing even farther back so that it's closer to the burn pile there. Look at all that fiberglass I've burnt. How much you reckon's there? About maybe 2/3 of the body of this thing or something. So I finally got the fuel tank removed, both fuel tanks removed. That was a pain. I was doing some cutting to get some conduit out there and started a fire over here and had to pour water on it. So today's the 29th of May. This is what we got left of this thing. Tomorrow I'm going to grab a cutting torch and hack the rest of this off. Well, you know, melt the rest of that off of there. Just in case I need to use the toilet, I left that sitting there. There's where I was strapped it to, and it bent the bumper in a little, which that's no surprise, huh? More mess laying here. There's the decking from that thing. So tomorrow this is going to look totally different. You see here these loads and loads of rust on this garbage. It was nice that it had an insulated floor though, kinda, but now it's not, that I have to take it apart. That carpet up there has been a pain. And yeah, there's the other one. Notice last year I cut the front axle out from under it, and I mean the inside is just completely trashed. Used to be nice in here once upon a time ago, but it's like a lot of things I get a hold of. It don't stay nice long, huh? Now I got her opened up good where I can get in here, cut this junk out, get this off of here. Now it's like a cab over truck. That's what I'm left with though. And that other one, I cut the front end out first. That was not a good idea. I should just whack the body of it off first. But then again, I wouldn't have a trash dump. Yes, I know, the radiator, but it's already busted. Who gives a fart? I'm more interested in just getting rid of this and, well, I'm cleaning out everything, so everything's going to trash. I'm not really interested in a real salvage effort here. This is just scrapping it out. So much less work than getting under there and hacking it out of there like I thought I was going to have to do. Now I just about got her all the way down the bare frame, except back there at the blame back. But yeah, look at that. Now that makes me happy. Yeah. I'll get happier as time progresses though. There'll be more and more of this crap stripped off here, but I just did an hour's worth of work in 15 minutes. And I didn't even have to really work. I just made the truck do it. So all it's holding that on is right there around the steering box. So I'll have to cut that, but I'll use a torch to get a hold of that. And also the brake pedal. I always make sure those are in there good and strong. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this thing somewhere about right in here at this cross member, make me a little dandy of a trailer out of it. I wish somebody just come steal all this out of the yard though, so I don't have to fool with it. Yeah, so they're setting a torch, propane can, and oxygen cans in the back of the van over there. Some of this had some good usable parts on it, like it has some newer shocks on it and brakes and rotors. But yeah. I may not even really tore the radiator up with all that, who knows. Well, I'm done jerking it off. It's off now. There ain't a whole lot holding that stuff together, I'll tell you whaty. Here's where I am at this point with this thing. Got the front end all cut up. Half of the front end, or a little more than half's already gone. There's that little driver section that I'd pulled up, cut it off, cut the frame rails there. And from here on back, I'm going to use this thing as a flatbed trailer to pull behind that thing there whenever I'm on the road to take my van with me. Well, you know, still got a potty back here. It's a nice little peaceful place to go poo. And I look over here at the 93 pace. It's almost gone. And most of the trash and debris are gone as well. I put brand new tires on the back of this thing last year. So that's a big reason why I wanted to keep this. Is it's got a decent sized frame and suspension on it, and it's also got airbags on it as well. Right here's where the door was pretty much. So I went from the door back with it. Not exactly sure the length, I didn't really measure. I'd say that's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of close to 20 feet. That'll conclude it for the video of this one here. It's pretty much done for. I'll make more videos about making a trailer out of this at some point in time. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos, and stay tuned. Check the front of my channel for a playlist of all sorts of other videos that I try to have categorized by topic. As always, I want to praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I pray that He richly blesses you and your families, as well as everyone else that you know. And if you want to read more about Him, or learn about the gospel and how to be born again and saved, then visit bloodboughtbornagain.com. There's a salvation tab at the top to click that to read about the gospel, and where all you can study that out for yourself in the Bible by book and chapter. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Have a great summer.